Hi, my name's George Scott. I'm with SRI. I'm here in this woodlot on behalf of N.E.S.T. Today we're doing the installation of a nesting platform box. Our intention is to show the right way to do that. We have some of the experts here today and some other monitors who have a great deal of experience in installing safe and successful eagle nesting facilities. Today is July 30th, 2005, and what we're finding now, we are successful in producing eaglets in Niagara. Niagara was one of the principal homes of the bald eagle, and before they were completely wiped out by mankind's activity, as well as the pesticides that killed the eaglets themselves. Right now we have very clear evidence that Niagara is now a viable home for eagle rearing, but there is a great loss of habitat, and building nesting sites is really key to resurrecting the populations of eagles in Niagara. Today we're going to show you the safe way with the right people, with the right tools, with the right design, so that we can avoid something like the best intentions providing disasters for future nesting sites.
Yeah, I'll put leg irons on. As I'm climbing, somebody want to just kind of keep pulling on this rope, and what that's actually going to do is it's going to slide this knot up, so if I slip and fall, it's going to actually catch me. You don't have to worry about it. It'll automatically lock it here. You know what I mean? All you're doing is taking the slack out so that I fall like 2 feet or something. It's not going to be a big deal if I fall. Ideally, I don't want to fall, but it might happen.
I feel it's important that we do this in the area. As around Lake area, we have a lot of property that is viable for the eagles to nest in, and we've got prime real estate. So for me, it's very important that communities and people become aware that we do have this bird along our lake and along the Niagara region, and that we protect it, and that we consider that we are blessed to have this bird in our area and wanting to live here. So I feel it's important that that people and organizations that do want to get involved in protecting the bald eagle and giving it a safe home to live in, seriously get involved and check this video out. We've got experts here. We are doing it correctly the first time so that there's no problems down the road, and that it is safe for the eagles and man who are putting up the eagle platforms, so that it's done right.
It's got to be this tree.
Hello, my name's Bob Chambers, and we're along the mighty Niagara River with Navy Island in the background. We're here today to give a bit of a history on the eagle population in the area. We have platform sites that we're trying to maintain and to build new ones in the years coming. I'm with the group called N.E.S.T, which is the Niagara Eagles Support Team. The platform on Navy Island, which is in the background, was put in March 18th of 1998, and we have been waiting 7 years patiently for the eagles to arrive, and they are not at the platform, but we have good news. They're right around the corner, but we can't see them from this point. They're viewed from the American side, and the eagles have hatched 2 young, and this is what our program is all about. We want to ensure that the population stays healthy.
My name is Earl Plato. I'm founder of the Burt Miller Nature Club, and we've always had a fascination with raptors, and it's Bob Chambers who, in our club, introduced us to this interesting facet of nature. I'm looking behind me at Navy Island, and it's there as a young boy with Burt Miller. We first stopped and saw the eagles at the north end of Navy Island, and they were there for many years until, I believe, the 1950s. And of course, as already alluded to, DDT and other herbicides killed out or destroyed the habitat of the bald eagle, but many a sight we saw at that time. Since then, we've come to the Navy Island with the late Jane Muma, and went to the site where the original nest was, and of course the tree had fallen. We could see the remains, and it brought back some very vivid memories. So we're all pro seeing the eagle to come back to the Niagara Peninsula, and we hope that happens soon.
Okay. Okay. Let's see here.
On a personal note, I've been monitoring a nesting pair of bald eagles along the Grand River for over 10 years now, and this is my first year for triplets, so I am very, very proud of that. Obviously, they are happy here, they are getting enough food, and that they are safe, and that the DDT levels are down so that she's an older female, and she had 3 this year, so that was really a bonus for us this year. But as a rule, she's put in 2 young every year, and as well, I believe it is important that once we do get nesting eagles, that we protect the site around it and that we respect the area that they are living in. And I guess most of it is human intervention that may be a hindrance, although we are seeing that eagles are tolerating us. So that's a good thing.
My name is Charlie Clark. I'm a member of the Niagara Eagles Support Team. We're trying to introduce the bald eagle back into the Niagara region. Our team started about 8 years ago, and so far we've been very successful. There's eagles nesting near our nest on Navy Island. I've been a resident of southern Ontario, St. Catharines, for about 49 to 50 years, and I hadn't seen an eagle here in that time. But 2 weeks ago, I was out on my deck and observed a bald eagle flying overhead, and 3 days later, I observed another bald eagle, hopefully the same one. So things are looking up in this area for our eagles and our program, which, by the way, is mostly motivated by Bob Chambers and his wife Emma, who keep giving seminars and pushing, and along with the ministry, and they're doing an excellent job. Hopefully, in the near future, we'll be able to go out and see this quite common. But for now, we need everyone's help, and we'll all do this together. Thank you very much.
I'll get this up here, because it's all leveled, it's all tied off, it's ready to go. All we gotta do is drill a hole here, hole there, and hole there, and same thing there. But we need 3 of those bolts bent like a U.
I'm Pud Hunter with the Ontario Ministry of Natural Resources, and we are consulting with N.E.S.T to install a bald eagle nest platform for the purposes of attracting bald eagles to this vicinity for nest production. The bald eagle is a endangered species that was declared endangered in the province in 1973. The bird is probably had its darkest days in around 1980, where the birds in this vicinity were extirpated, with the Great Lake Basin having 7 nest sites, 4 up in the western Lake Superior shoreline, and 1 on the Lake Erie North Shore shoreline of 3 nest sites. Anyways, since 1980, here we are in the year 2005, the populations have had a recovery, and we are assisting in that recovery today.
Well, I've got everything locked down. I'm sitting in it right now. It's solid. It's not going anywhere.
Beautiful raptors are on the rise, and now they needed a lot of help in the years past, and now it's up to us to keep on going and to make sure that the nesting sites are available to them. We would certainly like to approach different landowners who have woodlots near water and streams to see if they would be able to help us out in potential nesting sites for our birds.
The nest platform, it's an artificial structure that's put into woodlots based on criteria of suitability, of height, of tree mass, of forest characteristics, location to the nest. What the platform will do is either provide a nesting opportunity for a pair of eagles, or it provides an attractant to the woodlot use by birds for their consideration and potential choosing a site within the woodlot. So the artificial nest platform serves as those two purposes. Third purpose, that it does allow birds to attract to properties where we have cooperative landowners. In the long sense, as the population recovers, we hope that with education and public's knowledge that we won't have to put up platforms. But for right now, we are assisting the birds in this manner.
I would like to see more communities and the public aware of this wonderful bird that we do have in the area, who is looking for real estate here, and getting everybody on the bandwagon and welcoming this bird to our area and doing what we can to help them.
When we're installing a nest platform, the number of criteria we look for include the presence or absence of a historical nest site, nest territory. Was there birds in this vicinity in the 1900s, in the 1920s, in the 1950s? And if it's a historical nest site, that is certainly a big bonus for us to consider for a nest platform. After that, it becomes the general location on the lake front. And this one is just half a mile off of the Lake Erie shoreline, and therefore has a closeness to a food source, a closeness to the lake. The third criteria is the presence or absence of a bird using the site. In this case, we do have a subadult female that has been on site for 2 years. She's giving us all indications of wanting to use the site. It's a backfill area from the one nest to the west and the one nest to the east, so that's a positive criteria for us to consider. Fourth is the cooperation of the landowner, willingness to dedicate this landscape to the bald eagle's nest territory. Fifth is a cooperating club such as a local N.E.S.T club, which would assist in the funding services as well as monitoring of the nest site.
We also have an educational program for children, Boy Scouts and Cubs and Girl Guides and Brownies and church groups where we go in with a slide presentation, and we'd like to instill on these young kids that the eagles are ours and it's up to us to look after them. So through the educational aspect, we would like the young people to learn to respect the birds and to keep an eye on them and to think of them as theirs and to protect them.
I just wanted to say that there is no other group in this area who is advocating for the bald eagles, so it's very important that this project succeeds. We know how to make the platforms, we know how to install them safely, and now we need you to help us secure some liable nesting ground for these eagles in the Niagara region. I guess we need you to become aware. We need, it would be nice if you could involve your children and make them aware. And it would be, if we all get on the bandwagon now and secure some liable property, there'll be eagles in all our skies for many days to come if we act now.
A lot of homeowners think, oh, we're going to get out there and do it ourselves. And oh, I've had some real nightmares out there. Like I had one customer call me and they fell out of a tree. Another customer tried to take down a tree and just about fell in the house, and I had to climb it. Oh, that was a big nightmare because it was ready to fall in the house and I had to climb a tree that was almost falling over. And anyway, insurance wouldn't cover that if it were to fall.
I hope eagles will be still flying around in the air when my kids are around.